Alright, so this is My Road to Hinduism Part 3, Final Word, Hindus. This is going to be the last video I'm going to make in this series because I think by now everyone's gotten the point that I took a road and got to Hinduism. So first about the Ganesh Puja, it was very interesting. It wasn't the first Hindu ceremony I had gone to, but it was the first puja. I had gone to a cel. Oh, I went to a temple called the Hindu Learning Foundation here in New York City on Liberty Avenue, and it was the last night of the Navaratri. Navaratri is a festival that happens in the spring. It might be synonymous with Easter in some ways, I guess, but I'm not sure. But this was, a small kind of intimate gathering, and it was very enjoyable, and we all hung out, and there was, things to learn from the ceremony and things to see and learn about the rituals. I remember in my last video I had talked about Ganesh. He has all symbols around him and they each mean different things, and I found a picture in Google Images, and I'll post it up in the comment box so you can click on it. And it just talks about all the symbols that he has and what they mean and what they're there to remind you about. And just saying these things, just saying them is one thing, but when you incorporate them into icons and you incorporate them into ceremonies and rituals, they do stick in the mind more. I often bring up in these videos about how you can view these things any way you want. You can be very spiritual in Hinduism. You can be very materialistic and logical in Hinduism. You can take that path and, logically looking at these rituals, what's going on. Yeah, I mean, things I learned, we talked about Ganesh. I learned that you give offerings in odd numbers. So in a way, this set of videos is in my offering to Hinduism. So they usually give offers in numbers of 3 or 5, and I'm gonna keep it at 3 for this one. So I don't know what it's called. My friend, I won't say her name, but she knows who she is. She was helping conduct the ceremony. So when you do a puja, you get this kind of cloth band that they put around your wrist, and you leave it on until it falls off. And I guess that's a good way to kind of, you see it and you remember everything that you learned at the puja and everything that you did at the puja, the people you saw, the food you ate, the lessons you learned, the Veda you drank in. Veda equals knowledge, and I'll have a lot to talk about that in other videos. But and the ritual that you keep it on there until it falls off. Well, maybe by the time it falls off, maybe that's like a good time to go to another puja. It's just like a reminder that maybe it's time to go, see something else, or go to a different puja, go to a Vishnu puja or a Durga puja, or, all these different entities and ideas and icons that you can learn from and learn about their people. It's a really great thing. So why? I said Hindus. So the final word, Hindus. This is my road to Hinduism, and I guess I want to focus now on the final thing that brought me to the point where I said, yes, I am a Hindu, and it was Hindus. It was actually meeting and being around Hindus. I had read a lot about Hinduism, and then when I was at college, I saw the flyers for the Hindu Student Association, and I decided to go. And as soon as I entered the room with this kind of group of Hindus, I felt something, I don't know, I just felt something that I had not felt before. I can't explain it. I'm not going to explain it in any terms. I don't know why I felt like that. Everyone can have their own reason as to why they think I felt this way when I walked in the room. But it was kind of, a very happy feeling, and I don't know, the world just looked brighter for some reason and cleaner, and I felt like everything was okay and I didn't need to be afraid of like who I was. I didn't need to hide myself. And then speaking with them and getting to know them, I was like hearing things that I always thought myself, and also hearing things that I would say around other people, around my friends, around my family, around whomever, and people would get like, okay, this person's strange. Like they were being like openly said and talked about, that energy was just openly right there for everyone. It was very good. So it was the catalyst. And then, so the Hindu Student Association brings in a pundit. A pundit is like a Hindu priest, if you will. It's funny that they call them pundits because here we call, a political pundit is someone who gives their opinion, right? They're not indoctrinating you necessarily. They're giving their, an opinion. And so the pundit came in and he taught us a lot about Hinduism, and the things I was hearing just sounded like me, my natural me, where I resonate, where I come from, who I am inside without any kind of real exterior pressure. And, he started teaching us Hindi, a little bit of Hindi, which many people believe that Hindi is the root of Latin and Latin is the root of English, right? By some way. And a lot of the words in Hindi, you can recognize them, you can notice the similarities. And just listening and listening to other people talk about Hinduism, watching other Hindus actually perform these ceremonies that you hear about, going to their temples, just being around them, just hanging out with them, and not even talking about Hinduism, just like hanging out, and that's it. Really it's what did it. It did it for me. I think all the intuitive thinking was there, and all the background knowledge was there, but that was it. It was Hindus itself that actually kind of made it happen. So I'd really like to see a lot more Hindu groups forming. Like I said, we were the first Hindu Student Association in CUNY, and there's not a lot of Hindu student associations around. So if you start a Hindu student association at your college, maybe you'll find more people like me who were interested and didn't know, and then when they actually meet Hindus, they'll see that that's what they are. So Hinduism is Hindus. There is no Hinduism is the eternal. They call it the eternal religion, right? It doesn't disappear. It's not going to disappear, but it's manifested in Hindus. And yeah, just having a group, just having like a gathering. It doesn't even need to be something at college. It's going to be something weekly. Or there's lots of temples. It was interesting. I couldn't believe how many temples there actually are here in New York City. I never see them. I never hear of them. It's not that it's hush hush. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's called a mandir or a mandir or a mundir is what their temples are called, and you can find one and go to one and maybe meet people there. But especially for young people, I think especially like on college campuses, it's nice to actually have a place that's maybe not a temple. It's just a Hindu, student group that they can go and talk and learn about Hinduism and maybe just kind of see what these people are like. People do. It is true. We do judge an organization or an idea by the people that populate it. It's true. I mean, if you think about like when you're gonna go choose some place to go hang out, some restaurant, you do keep in mind like, well, who's hanging out in there, and are they people that you personally want to be around or not? And it I think Hindus in general are, in my opinion, are great people to hang around because they're very accepting, and there's not a lot of judgment, and it's not there's no dogma, nothing's imposed. They're not trying to convert you. You know, you convert because you want to. You're already a Hindu. You don't have to convert. So that's about it. That's it. So now I'm gonna get into like more fun stuff about Hinduism. I'm gonna just, talk about Hindu topics and things that I like, and bring up interesting things, and hopefully get more people on YouTube, more Hindus vlogging and talking, and just getting Hinduism out there. So I'm running out of time. So thanks again, and bye.